On October 3, 1955, the MV Joyita set sail from Apia, Samoa, heading toward the Tokelau Islands. It was a journey that should have taken 2 days, yet the Joyita never arrived at its destination. Weeks later, it was discovered adrift in the South Pacific, eerily abandoned and shrouded in mystery. What happened to its 25 passengers and crew remains an unsolved maritime enigma. Welcome to Zap Tales. If you're captivated by stories of unsolved mysteries and strange discoveries, subscribe for more tales like this one. Now let's dive into the haunting story of the MV Joyita, a vessel with a checkered past. The MV Joyita, a 69-foot wooden fishing vessel, had a storied history. Originally built as a luxury yacht, it had been requisitioned by the U.S. Navy during World War II. After the war, it was sold to private owners and eventually repurposed for commercial transport in the Pacific. The ship had earned a reputation for being durable, but was not without its faults. Reports of mechanical issues plagued its service life, including during its final voyage. Captain Thomas H. Miller, an experienced mariner, was at the helm on this ill-fated journey. The vessel carried 16 crew members, 9 passengers, medical supplies, and other cargo, including timber and empty oil drums. Despite its history of breakdowns, the Joyita was considered seaworthy enough for the short trip to the Tokelau Islands. From the beginning, there were signs of trouble. One of the vessel's engines was inoperative, forcing the Joyita to rely on its remaining engine. The ship's departure was also delayed, and it finally set sail in the early hours of October 3rd. This delay meant that the vessel would be traveling through the night, increasing the risk of navigational challenges. When the Joyita failed to reach its destination, the alarm was raised. Search and rescue teams scoured the area for weeks but found no trace of the vessel or its occupants. Then, on November 10th, a merchant ship spotted the Joyita drifting 600 miles off its intended course near Fiji, a scene of chaos. Investigators boarding the Joyita were met with a chilling sight. The ship was partially submerged, tilting heavily to one side due to flooding in the lower decks. Its cargo was scattered, and personal belongings lay strewn about as if abandoned in haste. The radio was tuned to an emergency frequency, but its range was severely limited due to damaged wiring. A doctor's bag and several bloodied bandages suggested that someone on board had been injured. The lifeboats and much of the navigational equipment were missing, but the ship's logbook was nowhere to be found. One particularly eerie detail was that the ship's clock had stopped at 10:25, though it was unclear whether this indicated the exact time of the incident. Adding to the mystery, a thorough inspection revealed that the ship's cork-lined hull made it virtually unsinkable. So why had the crew abandoned it? Theories and speculations. The discovery of the Joyita sparked a wave of speculation and theories, ranging from plausible scenarios to wild conspiracies. The most accepted theory is that mechanical issues caused panic among the crew. With only one functioning engine, the ship may have started taking on water due to a burst pipe. Fumes from the leaking fuel could have led the crew to fear an imminent explosion. Believing the vessel was sinking, they may have abandoned it, not realizing its cork-lined hull would keep it afloat. While no major storms were reported in the area at the time, sudden squalls or rogue waves are not uncommon in the South Pacific. Such an event could have caused the crew to lose their footing, fall overboard, or hastily evacuate in lifeboats. Some have suggested that pirates could have attacked the Joyita. However, there were no signs of violence or theft, making this theory less likely. Interpersonal tensions among the crew and passengers may have escalated into violence. The scattered items and bloodied bandages support the idea of a struggle, but no concrete evidence of mutiny was ever found. Given the Cold War era, some conspiracy theories suggest that the Joyita may have stumbled upon sensitive military operations, leading to the disappearance of its occupants. However, no evidence supports this claim. The enigma deepens. One of the most puzzling aspects of the Joyita mystery is the condition of its survivors, if there were any. Despite extensive searches, no bodies were ever found, and the missing lifeboats were never recovered. The ship's flooding was attributed to a corroded pipe in the engine room, but why didn't the crew stay on board, given its unsinkable design? Additionally, the missing cargo, including medical supplies, has led to theories that some of the survivors may have been rescued by another vessel. If so, why didn't they report their survival? Did they face foul play, or did they choose to disappear deliberately? The MV Joyita remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries of the 20th century. It has inspired countless books, documentaries, and debates, capturing the imagination of maritime historians and mystery enthusiasts alike. For the families of those lost, however, it is a painful reminder of questions that may never be answered. What's your theory about the fate of the Joyita? Let us know in the comments below. If tales of the unexplained intrigue you, subscribe to Zap Tales for more fascinating stories. Until next time, stay curious. And remember, some mysteries are closer than you think.